Creature, level 18 upgrade. It's finally time to hook up a 2.4 gigahertz radio and receiver to Creature. This was donated to me by Robert P. Rodriguez Jr. Thanks a ton, man. So, no more delays, let's get this thing installed. So here's the first steps. I need to take off the antenna protector, tube, straw, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not going to need it anymore. In fact, I have a short green one. So next, I need to go ahead and take out these 4 screws. With those screws removed, I can go ahead and take off the covers and unplug everything. First, we have the servo in channel 1, followed by the ESC in channel 2. And then last, we have this custom cable for the ESC fan. Now, I need to go ahead and pull that out. And inside of the waterproof receiver box, you'll notice there is 2 more screws. I need to go ahead and remove those so I can pull off the whole box. Now I can lift the box up and pull out the antenna from the old receiver. Make sure I pull it out all the way, just like that. Go ahead and I'll figure out something to do with that. Next, I need to get the 2.4 gigahertz radio. Sure I don't lose the rubber seal. Feed it through the box. And before I do anything else, I need to go ahead and tape this using some double-sided tape to the bottom of the waterproof receiver box. Just like this. And now I can go ahead and plug everything back in. ESC goes into channel 2. The servo goes in to channel 1. And last but not least, that fan goes into channel 5. And now with that all taken care of, I can go ahead and feed the antenna through the bottom of this hole. Pull it through, make sure it's tight, and then I can reattach this lower cover for the waterproof receiver box and reattach the 2 screws that hold it onto the chassis. And I am almost done. So before I reattach this part of the waterproof receiver box, I pull the antenna back just a little bit. That way this is the right length, because the antenna tube I'm going to be using isn't that very long. So now that that's all taken care of, I can reattach the top of the waterproof receiver box. With that taken care of, now I can go ahead and put on the new antenna tube. Feed that through. I don't have an end cap, but that's okay. I don't really need one. Slide that on, make sure it's in the right position, and then screw on this nut. And yes, I need to have that little metal cable stick out just a little bit. Usually that's supposed to fold over and be covered with that rubber end tip, but I don't have an extra one right now, so it's just going to have to stay like this. And now I get to have a whole bunch of fun and listen to a bunch of beeping. So I have to turn the radio on, pull the throttle all the way down, turn on the ESC. Now we gotta do reverse. Gosh, that thing is noisy. Alright, it should be calibrated. Perfect. As for the steering, not one problem. Awesome. And now I am ready to go. So at this point, I have to tell you guys, Creature is no longer any part XL5. Everything on her now you can find on the VXL, which is awesome. So she is not going to get another name to replace like I did with my wrestler. She's just going to stay Creature. But thank you again, Robert. Believe me, this is awesome. I love 2.4 gigahertz radios. I hate 27 megahertz. And now with this, believe me, I'll be able to do much better running around. I can take her racing. Not to mention, the antenna does not come out of the top of the body anymore. So I can fully grind the top of the roof without worrying about anything getting damaged. And that was Creature's level 18 upgrade.